That's what they told him. Please leave. Luka is the new face of the franchise. That he's hurt over this, but he is stung to the heart over this. Trust me.
Yeah, he's hurting. It's obvious.
This bothers him nearly as much as Michael Jordan being proclaimed the runaway GOAT, which LeBron, you know, and I know he is. Now LeBron's saying, screw you to the Lakers. Watch this. But he's dropping little hints about, I'm going to be very careful in the way I prepare because he knows he's on his way out. So he's dropping little early hints of, you know, I used to just give you my life and I'm not going to give it to you anymore. I'm just going to take it a little easier this year because I know there's further glory down the road for me. So this most intriguing game continues, this game within the game, LeBron versus Lakers management. And I'm sorry to say this, LeBron, but this game, you've already lost.
Skip Bayless goes off on LeBron James for beefing with the Lakers. Check out what he had to say, and then I'll come back with my comments.
And the Cold War continues between LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
Real smoke.
So, as you might remember, LeBron reportedly was very unhappy that the Lakers extended Luka, gave him the crown jewels without extending LeBron for the 2 more years after this one that he wanted so that he could choose to continue playing or choose to retire as a Laker where it would be his timetable and his inclination, not theirs. Like he wanted to be paid for a lifetime of commitment to the Lakers because he feels like he was born to be a Laker and retire a Laker. And he wanted the purse strings in his hands so that he could choose.
Yeah, it's obvious LeBron feels a certain way about the Lakers. He may be jealous of Luka, but he'll never say it. And Luka knows what's going on. He's not naive. He understands that LeBron James is pissed. He's no longer the first point of contact. Everything goes through Luka, and now everything is going through JJ Redick as well. You got your podcast partner JJ Redick a job, and they chose JJ over you. They decided to extend JJ instead of LeBron James, so LeBron feels betrayed right now. You got rid of my best buddy AD for Luka, which seemed good, is overall good for the Lakers, great for the Lakers moving forward, but it makes it look like LeBron James is second fiddle, and he doesn't want that perception out there. He didn't get that extension. He feels a certain way about the Lakers. LeBron James is pissed that this is now Luka's team.
And the Lakers obviously said, sorry, no, if you do want to continue playing after this season, LeBron, it will have to be elsewhere. That's what they told him. Trust me on this. The Lakers were not happy that LeBron chose to opt in. He had a player's option back in for another, 50, almost 53 million.
Too much.
So how did LeBron at age 40 childishly react to that? He posted a picture of him working out at the Cavs facility. Oh, maybe LeBron wants to
Petty
go back to
Bron.
Cleveland. Then he posted another picture of himself working out at the Clippers facility. Oh my God, LeBron wants to be a Clipper, not a Laker. And the Lakers are like, no, please leave, LeBron.
Yeah, the Lakers are letting him act out, having a temper tantrum, and he's acting like a big baby right now, a diva. He wants it his way, and he's mad that the Lakers aren't budging. Now, if this was 10 years ago, LeBron in his ultimate prime, then maybe, they'll probably fall back and give him that contract extension. But for a 41-year-old that wants all the money in the world, still wants to win a championship with an organization, it ain't gonna happen. Everybody's not gonna be able to get paid max dollars, especially with the Lakers. So they chose Luka. They chose JJ Redick. He's taking pictures at the Clippers facility, at the Cavs practice facility, and he's going to put these optics out there like, you know what? I'll do better without y'all. But at the same time, none of these teams are really acting on LeBron James signing with them, so he did all that clout chasing for nothing.
That's what they told him. Please leave. Luka is the new face of the franchise. The whole Laker contingent, Jeannie and Rob and all sorts of executives, and they all boarded their Laker jet and flew all the way to Europe to follow Luka around in Eurobasket in that tournament.
Luka, man.
Be with him. Be by his side. Show him support.
Support Luka.
So last week, if you noticed, Rob Pelinka, the GM, tried to ease LeBron into retirement, into a retirement announcement. He gave him about a 7-day lead into media day, which was Monday out here in LA, El Segundo, where the Lakers are housed. And Rob Pelinka said that he would love it if LeBron's story would be that he retired as a Laker. Well, the only way that's going to happen on the Laker timetable is, now that LeBron opted in, and this is clearly his last year in their eyes as a Laker, that they wanted LeBron then to sit back and say, okay, I give up.
Yeah, again, LeBron James, he's not going to announce any retirement right now. Media day, he's kind of playing it like, you know what? I can play for many years. Rob Pelinka pretty much said, we want LeBron James to retire this year. We're done with them. But if you don't want to retire as a Laker, so be it. Go ahead and retire with a different franchise, but we're not giving you any money. Unless you want to play for, a couple million, that's one thing. But if LeBron James still wants top dollar, it's not going to happen with the Lakers. I'm sure there's some gullible teams out there that feel as though, you know what? We can play with a LeBron James and build a team around a 41, 42-year-old. So it is what it is, LeBron. The Lakers aren't budging. They're no longer playing these games. You're not the king anymore. Luka is.
I'll announce on media day that this is my final year and create that LeBron Over America tour, that farewell tour that we've seen players going back to, I don't know, Dr. J take, where they make it clear that this is it. And so every time LeBron this year would visit a road arena where he's played low those many times before, that the home team could then honor him, feed him, bless him with parting gifts, rocking chairs, whatever, silly gifts and serious gifts, that they could do that, and that LeBron would get the going away party that he deserved, that would last for all 82 into the playoffs.
Yeah, I do believe LeBron's going to get that farewell tour. Again, will it come in a Lakers uniform? They wanted it to, but looks like LeBron James isn't backing down, isn't making any official retirement talks. So it looks like he's going to play out the year with the Lakers. Not sure if they'll be able to trade LeBron, but again, there are going to be some gullible teams out there that don't mind the partnership with Clutch Sports and Rich Paul and having LeBron James on that team. But again, the Lakers, they're ready to wash their hands with LeBron. Would have been a good farewell tour story. The Lakers got to retire another Hall of Famer, the quote-unquote GOAT, which we all know that isn't true, but the media is going to point it that way. And at the end of the day, man, it's time for LeBron James to go. You're no longer welcome with the Lakers uniform.
And I thought maybe LeBron would think about it, but no, he didn't cave in to the Lakers. Media day Monday, LeBron just said no. He just said he's not sure what he's going to do with how many more years he's going to play, but he specifically said that not having a contract, quote unquote, doesn't bother me a bit. That's what he said. Doesn't bother me a bit, because there's no way he's going to give in to the Lakers, give them any satisfaction.
We already know this is bothering LeBron James. He's annoyed. Why aren't you giving the king a contract extension? Everything I did for the NBA, all the money that I generated, I deserve another contract. If it's going to be my last year or two in the league, I should be making 50, 60, and 70 million per year. Maybe in his eyes, he believes that. And again, I'm not saying that don't get your money. I'm all for players getting their money, but don't try to get as much money as you can, but still complain that you want to win a championship. You're not going to get the necessary assets to build a championship team. Not everybody can get their money. So LeBron, you got to sacrifice. He took a couple million off here and there with the Miami Heat or whatever the case may be, but you're going to have to do that again in your 40s. You're not going to be able to get top dollar in a Lakers uniform. So again, shout out to Luka. Stay strong. Don't let this whole LeBron media distract you, and try to win a championship. Do what you can.
Of knowing that he's hurt over this, but he is stung to the heart over this. Trust me.
Yeah, he's hurting. It's obvious.
This bothers him nearly as much as Michael Jordan being proclaimed the runaway GOAT, which LeBron, and I know he is. That stings LeBron almost as badly, or a little more badly, I should say, than this does. But this really hurts him. So now LeBron's saying, screw you to the Lakers, watch this. But he's dropping little hints about, I'm going to be very careful in the way I prepare. I'm going to be overly cautious in the way I practice. He's saying, I'm not going to be all in the way you would have had me if you'd give me a couple of more years contractually.
Sounds like LeBron James is setting up load management. He already knows that, I'm 40, about to be 41. The Lakers know it as well. Not sure why they would concede and go along with this resting of LeBron James. If you're the Lakers, you know what? You want to play? You want to go ahead and ball out? All right, we're going to play you. We're not going to cover up in the media that you're tired and you got a miscellaneous injury no one will be able to prove. I think the Lakers should go against LeBron and make him play 82-plus games. You want to be the GOAT? You want to be the Iron Man? All right, we're not going to cap for you. You're healthy, you should be good to go, but of course they'll never do that. Now he has a glute injury, but then he had time to go party with Kai Cenat on his stream and cut off his dreads. So again, LeBron James still playing games at age 40, year 23. It's never going to stop. Lakers, go ahead and get rid of LeBron James or just go ahead and wait for the end of the season. But that's 12 months with LeBron James. I don't think they really want to do it, but they got no choice.
Because he knows he's on his way out, so he's dropping little early hints of, I used to just give you my life, and I'm not going to give it to you anymore. I'm just going to take it a little easier this year because I know there's further glory down the road for me. So it's interesting to me because I think the Lakers were hoping and guessing that they would have an even more motivated LeBron to show them, but now he's saying, no. But you do have to show that you're playing at a high enough level that you're going to have $50+ million worth of value on the open market after this year.
Yeah, if you're LeBron James, you don't want to end your Lakers career like this, having a dud-like season, not really playing like how you really would normally play when you're under contract with an extension. If he still wants to get money outside the Lakers next season, he's going to have to ball out. So LeBron James averaging 16, 17 points per game, nonchalant out there, just letting Luka do everything, and he's just in the corner shooting threes. That's cool if it's from, a game or two here and there, but if he's just somebody that's going to be on the corner, not really engaged in the offense, that's going to let you know, okay, LeBron James is either going to get traded or they're going to work on a buyout. So I don't know if LeBron James is going to do that. I don't think he's that stupid, but you never know with LeBron. He wants all the attention, so that'd be a great way for him to be covered a lot this year with the Lakers.
So, it made me think, well, what if, again, the Lakers have the 4th best odds to win the West, I think the 6th best overall odds to win the championship. What if they won the chip this year? Let's just go to the wackiest, craziest. They're not going to get past Oklahoma City. But what if they did and they go win the chip?
Not past the Wolves either.
Would then the Lakers reconsider and bring him back a year? I say no way. They have committed body and soul and marquee to Luka, who's, what is he, 14 years younger. They've moved on. And I'm pretty sure they're betting that LeBron won't move on to the Cavs or the Knicks or wherever he might go and come back and haunt them because they think, to use LeBron's favorite word, they think he's washed.
Yeah, the Lakers could be like, you know what? This could be one of those seasons where Father Time catches up with LeBron. So do we really want to invest another $100 million and give him a 2-year contract extension after this season? They did the right thing. They're just going to have to play it out this season. Again, if he's going to take a league minimum or a few million here and there for a season after this season, then, take a flyer on LeBron. If he's going to play for, 10, 15 million, I think that's good enough to put up with the BS. And you can continue to build the team out around Luka. Maybe be able to sign Austin Reeves as well. So it's a lot of moves the Lakers have to make. They did a great thing by not signing LeBron to that extension. You can't pay a 41-year-old another 50 and 60 million for another 2 years. It doesn't make sense.
Washed in the fourth quarters of the last three playoff games they won after they were 1-1 as heavy favorites to beat the T-Wolves in the first round of the playoffs last year. They just faded down the stretch. Luka was no better than LeBron, but LeBron was pretty awful in the fourth quarters of the 3 straight losses, and they were gone. Gentlemen's swept in 5.
Yeah, you can't forget about LeBron James folding in the playoffs. This isn't foreign. This happens a lot throughout his career, but he's fortunate to play with D. Wade, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, Chris Bosh. He had a lot of great teammates. You can even throw AD in there as well, him being a good overall player. So LeBron, he's been fortunate. He's been able to play chess with these organizations, but now the Lakers are finally standing up to the big bad bully, LeBron James. You're not going to get your way in LA anymore. It's over. This is Luka Doncic's team now.
But here's the point. I've said this before, but I do feel sorry for LeBron in this one way. He loves Hollywood. Second career is Hollywood-based. He and his wife and his family, they've been building their forever home up in the Hollywood Hills. He doesn't want to have to uproot for 6 long months and go put up with that Cleveland winter. It's a long, hard winter, as you probably know, in Cleveland. And listen, New York's winters aren't any walk in the park either. I know. I lived there for a long time. So LeBron is stuck because that's a real commitment at age 41 and 42 to go live in Cleveland for 6 months or go live in even New York. As much as I love New York, to have to be away from his children, and he's got the 2 sons playing, obviously would then Bronny stay with the Lakers? Who knows how this would all shake out? But he's got another one who's a freshman, obviously, Bryce at Arizona.
Yeah, this is a bad chess move gone wrong for LeBron. All the trolling that he did, taking pictures with the Clippers facility and the Cavs and all that stuff, the posting on social media, having Rich Paul out there like the puppet that he is, capping for LeBron like he said these statements that he really wants to win, knowing that it's not going to happen, especially if he got that contract extension. So it is what it is with LeBron. You got to stand up to LeBron. You can't allow him to play chess with the organization at age 40. He's pretty much out the door. Still a decent little player. You know, he did his thing in the NBA. Can't take nothing away from him, but the games that he's playing, they're not working anymore, and that's pissing off LeBron James.
It just would be upheaval for LeBron's life. He's got the perfect life right now, and the Lakers are pulling it right out from under him. So this most intriguing game continues, this game within the game, LeBron versus Lakers management. And I'm sorry to say this, LeBron, but this game, you've already lost.
Yeah, LeBron James has lost his game, and he knows it. He knows that the petty moves that he was making is no longer working. Rob Pelinka finally standing up to LeBron. JJ Redick parting ways with LeBron. You know, your podcast partner. You got him a contract. Good thing, but JJ knows that LeBron is out the door. He didn't hesitate to take that contract extension, probably an extra 2 or 3 years. So Bronny, he'll be out the door as well. His days in LA are over. Once LeBron James leaves the Lakers, why keep Bronny? The only reason you drafted Bronny was to appease LeBron, but if he's going to be petty, taking pictures at other organization facilities, no need to keep Bronny. Let him prove it in the G League. Let him be the G League GOAT, but he can't be on the Lakers anymore. You disrespect the LA, the purple and gold, and LeBron James is finally out the door.